Hey everyone, this is Jason at Volunteer, and today we're going to talk to all the brewers out there and breweries on how to introduce a functional beverage or a THC-infused beverage into your tap room. We know that breweries are an excellent opportunity for people to come in, sit down, and socialize and have a beverage. The great opportunity outside of the folks that are walking in your door is providing something that's non-intoxicating or an alternative intoxicant to these same customers. So you're able to pick up a little bit of new revenue and market share as some parties come down and sit and have a beer. Some other folks might want a functional lion's mane drink or a THC-infused seltzers. So the great thing about working with my brewery teams is you guys have an incredible opportunity to reach your customers with new products. And let's be real, times are evolving. Younger generations are drinking less and or aren't drinking at all. And my generation, 40, 50 and up, are drinking a little bit less. And we all don't want to stop drinking. We just want to continue to drink different things. Now, imagine your customer walks in the tap room and their go-to pint of beer is on the wall, and their wife says, "Hey, but wait a minute, I'm interested in that lion's mane seltzer. That looks really, really good." And their best buddy says, "Wow, I didn't realize they had THC infused drinks as well." Now you've been able to reach three different customers with the three different beverages that you made in your facility. And this is not a trend. It's just a smart move to look at diversifying what you're making to attract new customers and to create a new buzz. If you've been considering adding functional drinks into your lineup but aren't sure how to make the leap, don't worry, we have you covered. Our goal at Volunteer Botanicals is to make this as seamless as possible. You have all the tools, you have the brand, you have the manufacturing. Let us provide some fantastic ingredients for you to make the next generation of functional beverages. Stick around, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more. Tip number one, the most important tip, is to start with education. Cannabinoid beverages might be unfamiliar territory for you, the people in your facility, and even your patrons who are sitting at the bar. And it's important that everyone knows what these drinks are and what's in them. So train your team on the basics of cannabinoids. If you have bartenders, train them. These are very unique ingredients and they're very powerful in small doses. So it's important that you know how they work, that your customer knows how they work, and the benefits that they might offer to the customer that's outside or different than one of your traditional beers or seltzers. So focus on explaining dosing and effects so your staff can confidently answer any questions that the customer might have. And remember, the more informed your team is the more likely your customers will trust you as a provider of these ingredients. Tip number two is test the waters with a small limited run. If you've got a small barrel, 5 barrel, 7 barrel, run it, try it, and then provide those drinks to your staff and patrons who are your long-term customers and get a feel of it. Did everybody like it? Do you need to tweak the flavors? Because you don't have to go all in overnight. The goal isn't to overhaul your menu or your production facility. The goal is to continually provide new and exciting beverages over time. Adding a single or two cannabinoid beverages with different potencies will just give your consumers a little bit more to try and something to be curious about. Think of it like adding a new IPA or that fresh Pilsner. This is an excellent opportunity to engage your customers and provide something that's really, really delicious and new. Start first with your dosing kit. If you haven't received one of these, head over to volunteerbotanicals.com and submit an order to get a free dosing kit, because this will allow you to do very, very small batches and do your bench work on the fly. So the question I get all the time from brewers is, where do I start? What is the potency that people want? How do I want to get going right out of the gate? And I say, think about it the way you would when you make a beer. Not everyone drinks the same beer, right? You've got people who love a sharp, crisp Pilsner. No matter what, that's what they're going to order. You've got your folks who will try lots of different things in your flight to find that perfect beer that works for them. And then you've got your buddy that does the double hopped IPA, the strongest, dankest beer you can make. These THC beverages in particular work the same way. If you're trying to make a Pilsner style beverage that's suitable for everyone, look at 2.5 to 3 milligrams as the potency of THC that goes in that beverage. And maybe you pair that with CBG for an uplifting type experience. If you're looking at a all-around kind of base level potency that is for most people who have at least touched THC in some form or fashion, 5 milligrams is always the safe spot. And then you've got those folks that want something a little bit stronger, and they're always going to pick it. They're not going to drink 5 2-milligram drinks. They're going to go right to the one that they know that they want. And those are cannabis savvy buyers. They usually start at 10 milligrams. So the same way you're crafting your beer, think about crafting THC beverages. Micro low dose, a dose suitable for everyone, and then that super heavy dose, which is 10 megs and up. And tip number 4 is let your consumers know that you're being transparent and you're compliant when making these beverages. It's important that they have a sense of confidence when venturing into new territories and drinking a THC-infused beverage. And most states require you to put QR codes on your beverage that allow a consumer to scan and figure out exactly what's in that can. And not only that, that's usually an important part of every THC-infused beverage, and it's a law per the state. So not only is compliance important to keep you guys out of trouble, but it's also important for your customers to make sure that they know if they choose to dig in and do a little bit more research that you did what you were supposed to do and put the exact amount of ingredients in that can that they're expecting. In closing, I just want you to know, have the confidence that you can do this. Yes, it's a lot to learn, but once you learn it, you're going to be able to cook up and create an unlimited amount of drinks. And introducing a cannabinoid enhanced beverage into your tap room doesn't have to be complicated and doesn't have to be scary. With a little bit of education, some small scale testing, a thoughtful presentation to your customer, focusing on compliance, making sure you're following the rules and your customers have a clear track to learn what's in that beverage, you can begin to have a new stream of income in your brewery tomorrow. This isn't a difficult process, and we help breweries get out of that uncomfortable zone. I'm trying to figure it out every single day. You'll have calls with me, with Jeremy, our lead scientist, and we even have a distribution team that will take your beverage and put it into new markets. Whether you're Crosstown Brewing in Memphis that just got up and running, Scofflaw Brewing in Atlanta that's absolutely crushing it, there's nothing but runway ahead of you. Have fun, and we can't wait to partner with you.